we are trying to combine the community building with philanthropy. But it's not just this. Actually, disruption lies right in the center of in our DNA. Because what we do, we go to secondary markets, to either underserved or emerging markets, and we are creating a multiplier effect by supporting and investing in high growth entrepreneurs in order for them to scale faster. So we are disrupting markets that don't have the institutional support of entrepreneurship. Now, going to the Greek chapter, what we do for the Greek economy, for the Greek market, it's mainly two things. First of all, we are trying to bring extroversion in the market. We are connecting Greek founders with the global market through our global network. We are in 43 markets across the world, and in terms of regions, we are stronger in Latin America, South Europe and Northern Africa. We are trying to connect the Greek diaspora with the local ecosystem here. Because what we've seen is that the valuation of the Greek diaspora companies founded by Greek founders across the world is more than 10x than the valuation of the companies founded, the tech companies founded here in Greece. And they are much more extrovert, they have raised much more money, they are more prone to getting strategic investments, etc. And we are trying to bring this mindset and this experience here locally. So we believe that it's high impact what we do for the Greek market. Now I'm gonna cover two more things regarding disruption as well. The first is how we scaled up, and particularly during the COVID era, and what has changed now. Because as you may understand, we are a network, so the physical interactions and the networking opportunities, the connections, the one-to-one connections, etc., were almost 100% of our work. So when COVID came and all this became virtual, this was a huge nightmare for us and a huge threat for us. So first of all, from the portfolio side, what we try to change, we try to convert all the selection process that we had from physical to virtual. With Apostles we went to Istanbul, correct, and have a number of interviews there, and the panelists to agree whether an entrepreneur becomes an entrepreneur or not. So during COVID, all these events stopped. It was a bit tough for us because how you can network through Zoom up to a limit, and you can make it interesting and up to a limit. It's not like the physical thing. Yes. We created Slack groups with external stakeholders. We created WhatsApp groups. We try to make everyone feel that they are not alone out there, and that all the rest are feeling the same, even if they are coming from the established economy and they are big players, or they are like startup founders. That's why we also started, perhaps you have watched some of them, a series of rethink discussions with people like Mr. Vasilakis, Mr. Papalexopoulos, etc., having them address the COVID challenges and what problems they are facing in these big organizations, and how they can, their lessons can be transferred and implemented in scale-up entrepreneurs. And of course now we continue using some of these lessons that we learned during the COVID, but of course, as you may understand, we have moved to a more like hybrid model, both virtual and physical conferences, networking events, etc. The first thing for us, what we try to do is to put Greece back in the tech map and the innovation map. What we've seen is that if you watch the European tech news, tech media, also the global tech media, you will see that Athens is almost nowhere. So what we are trying to do, we have launched a campaign. It's called Innovation Nation under the auspice of the Greek Ministry of Tourism. We launched it a couple of weeks ago, under which we have placed the three major projects we are working on at the moment, and are fully around technology and using all the technology tools that we have available at the moment. The first thing is the work in tech. So we have created a platform in order for people, senior international tech talent, to come and work in Greek companies here, or Greek teams. We don't mind if someone is not headquartered here, but we just need them to have a team here. So because we've seen that a lot of companies from abroad want to come here and open engineering teams and attract talent here. They until now they have seen that there is local talent here, and of course it's much more cost efficient for them, and they can find really good talent. For example, we have a company, it's called Power Labs. It's a cybersecurity company. It's headquartered in San Francisco. The founder is 100% American. He doesn't have any connection with Greece. However, his number 3 employee is Greek. So what he did is, this guy wanted to move here, so he's trying to build a team around this person, an engineering team around this person, no matter if the rest of the team is in San Francisco, mainly the business development and the sales team. So there are a lot of similar cases, and we are trying to help them with attracting also foreign talent here locally. The other thing we are working on is the tech visa. We are in collaboration with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in order for the Greek state to accelerate the way that they accept visas of senior tech talent. So in order for them to start, for us actually, to start having senior tech talent here without having the person applying for the visa to wait for a couple of years in order for her visa to be accepted. So we have created a process that's accelerating this thing, and it takes approximately a couple of months at the moment. And the third thing is the work from Greece, which it's a trend anymore as well. It's around also the digital nomads that we can hear everywhere, and we provide. We have a platform where we provide everyone who wants to come and work from Greece, no matter where he works, all the sources he needs and the resources he needs in order to make this happen. For example, where he can stay, where he can find good internet, which are the more trivial things, to the visa that we discussed before. So that's it from us. I don't know if it took a lot of time from you. I don't know if you have any questions for us, for Endeavor, for May and me, who are representing Endeavor here at the moment.
Can I ask something?
Of course.
So you said that the tech visa is about like a few months, but few months like 2 months or like 8 months?
No, like a couple of months.
This is great news.
Yeah,
you know.
We know we know that people are struggling a lot, and if you want to bring talent here from third countries, not EU, it's really difficult. But you know, this is where the upside is, because then you open up to a global market.
Maria-Christina, you may want to mention, because I followed part of few of these organizations in Greece, and by far Endeavor stands out. Would you mind sharing with us your portfolio of companies and some key successes, especially for the people that visit us for abroad and may not know what Endeavor is.
Of course.
How important Endeavor is, maybe I should say.
Of course. First of all, let me explain that we are an international organization, and this is what differentiates us from the rest entrepreneurial organizations here in Greece. It's a global organization that happens to have a chapter in Greece. We didn't start from Greece building an international network. We are focusing on entrepreneurs that are on a scale-up phase, not startup companies. So we are focusing on entrepreneurs who have already raised a Series A, ideally, and are like pre-Series B. This is our sweet spot, let's say. And in terms of name dropping, we have, first of all, Pnoi. They joined us, when was it?
2019.
19,
Ooh.
okay.
It's a long relationship.
Yes, late 2018.
Yeah, it was after you had raised the 6 million, right?
Yes.
I think, yes. Other companies, in the last year, we had first of all Steven Halanis from Cameo. I don't know if you are aware of Cameo, is a social medium out of the US. They have raised approximately 120 million. We had in the last year also Spota Will, Haris Arvanitis became an Endeavor entrepreneur.
Haris was going to be here today, but he had something else to do.
Okay. They're growing a lot, and they announced a really big round like a month ago, and we also joined their round with our own fund, Endeavor Catalyst. Hack the Box, another interesting case. Haris Pilarinos, they are a community of hackers. They started out of Greece, but their headquarters are at the moment, I think, in UK, and they're growing a lot in the US market. And Blue Ground, yeah, of course. Alex Hadjeleftheriou, Blue Ground. Nikos Moraitakis and Spiros Yamayatis from Workable, and Nikos sits in our board as well. Elas Direct is Alexis Pantazis and Milios Markou. In general, we have at the moment approximately 155 entrepreneurs in our network, and we are industry agnostic. So what we are looking for is for entrepreneurs scaling, of course, having a scalable model, but also very open to pay it forward and understanding that we are here to give them a lot, but we would expect them to give back to the market as well. But also, it's good to mention some people from our network who are not Endeavor entrepreneurs, but they are supporters of Endeavor. So we have, for example, Yannis Pipilis. He is the head of the Vision Fund of SoftBank.
We have a SoftBank.
Do you know Yannis? Okay, yes. Yannis is a very big supporter of us, and he will be here in July as well for our event.
Yannis is a very nice guy.
Yes. We have in our network James Christopoulos. He's the global managing partner of CVC Fund. We are having Evan Kotsovinos. He is the global head of infrastructure of American Express. And in our board, we have people like Andreas Stavropoulos from San Francisco, from Threshold, sitting in our board. We have Dinta Kolias from Fortress, and from the Greek established economy, let's say, we have people like Eftichios Vasilakis is in our board, Ioanna Papadopoulou, a few marine guys, Ioannis Martinos, John Koustas, Michalis Stasinopoulos of Biohalco. So it's approximately 13, if I'm not wrong, people that cover our governance side. And of course we have Constanza Konstantopopoulou, our chairwoman, from the hospitality industry.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right. So, should I say go?
Yeah.
Go, Charlie?
Yeah. There we go.
And we've been talking about how you do that in a way that's not detrimental to your workforce. So, as Stenos mentioned, I was at SoftBank prior to joining this 4-person outfit. So a lot of people are like, "You're crazy. Why did you do that?" I wish I could say that I had the foresight that SoftBank would be crumbling right now.
No, you saw that.
Yeah, sure. I saw that. Yeah. But if I'm going to be honest with you, the real way that you disrupt business is that you make work feel like play. And so for us at Go Charlie, we've made marketing and creating content as fun as playing with a puppy. So if you've logged into Go Charlie, you'll see that you get to a home screen, and then you press generate, and that'll bring you to a screen like this. So, I've loved Greece. I've only been here for 24 hours, I'm already in love. We're committed to building a team
It's a
out
good thing
here.
we talked about the visa, just like
Exactly, so we're going to talk about how beautiful Greece is. I want to recruit a team out here. I'm going to go into my photo library, and I'm going to get this picture that I had of the sun rising this morning in my run. And I'm going to drop that into Charlie's capabilities. So now, that picture is going to be sitting in my generator. So once you press that button, so there we are. I'm going to choose an industry. So for me, that's going to be the hospitality and travel industry. So I want everybody to come to Greece. And then you can choose a tone. We have some fun ones like FOMO, as we talked about earlier, the fear of missing out. But instead, I'm going to go inspiring. And I don't even have to enter keywords. I'm going to enter no text and just see what happens.
So just for everybody to understand, the inputs to your system are just a photo, a tone of voice, and what else?
In the industry.
And the industry. So these are the only 3 things that went into the system in order to generate whatever Go Charlie will generate. And let's hope he generated something interesting.
Exactly. So Charlie generated this. Looking at a breathtaking sunset from the top of a mountain is something that few people ever get to experience. With stunning views like this, it's easy to see why so many travelers flock to these locations for vacation every year.
A machine wrote this.
Just off of the
Now.
image. It understood that that's what the image was of, and it translated that into inputs for our NLP models, and then created marketing content. Then you can edit it, drop in your hashtags, and boom, you got a tourist agency right there for Greece. So that's just one of many Charlie's capabilities. But if you're following along, there's 3 dots after you press fetch at the top of the screen, and you can press enhance. So for instance, that might have been great for Facebook or Instagram, but it might be terrible for Twitter because Twitter is a text-based format and it's a shorter format. So what we'll do is we'll go to change length, we'll go to decrease, press enhance, Charlie will do his thing, and he'll come back with a much shorter version. Check out this amazing sunset in mountains with a sunset emoji, obviously, hashtag summer, and then you can add your Greek-related hashtags in there. But let's say that I don't write marketing code, and I don't know how to structure my writing, and I don't know what good marketing content means. So if I press the 3 dots, I can go to analyze, and this is where it gets really interesting. So you choose your industry, hospitality and travel again. I press analyze, and now what Charlie does is say, hey, this is the score of what you've written. So we do an A to F ranking system. Honestly, I was a CPA in my former life. I always aim for C's.
You got a B?
Yeah, I always aim for C's because C's are passing. But so this will tell you, it'll break down your content. How long is my content? Are the character counts correct? Is the language common? So you want to be at a 5th grade videographer that have the broadest exposure to any of your audience. Does it have a call to action? So great content that converts customers has a call to action. Is it readable? Is it a positive or negative sentiment? And is it subjective? So based upon your industry, those factors will change and ultimately filter into a score. So now that I have these recommendations from Charlie, I can go back and make edits to the content that I've already created.
And let me add something. So what this performance score does is it compares your post, how it performs compared to the most engaging copies in your industry. So it's optimized towards the most engaging ones in order to get the most likes.
So Charlie is a dog that has a lot of tricks. The last trick that we wanted to tell you about is the review response. So as you've heard today, the customer journey doesn't really end when someone purchases something. Very much the customer journey is expanded to include the post-purchase relationship that you have with this customer. Even if they have a terrible experience. And I would argue even more so if they have a terrible experience. So let's say that you run a business or a restaurant and someone gives you a really bad review. What Charlie allows you to do is enter the brand name of your, let's say, hotel property. I like to use the W Maldives because I have wishful thinking. And they have a really bad experience. So you enter the review text in here and you press fetch. And it goes and fetch a contextually specific review response, specific to that customer's issues that they highlighted in their brand review. So Charlie has a bunch of capabilities, and we're just getting started. We started in January with a beta version of this product. We're in May, we've already launched, we have revenue, we have customers, and we're starting to scale. We are definitely...
We have investors too, I've heard.
We do have investors, including this man right here that made us being here possible.
And many thanks for your invitation and being here. It's amazing.
Exactly.
You earned it.
So it's been a fantastic time teaching you guys a little bit about Charlie. I hope you have so much fun playing with him as well. We are fundraising, as Thanos mentioned earlier today, so feel free to find us over a cocktail. But more importantly, if you really want to disrupt your business, make work feel like play, and bring on Go Charlie. There you go.
Thank you.